Good day, y'all.
Welcome.
Welcome to Sibling Chats.
I'm Nat.
I am Pat, and we are siblings.
Surprise!
So for those of you who have watched some or have been watching our chats, thank you very much. We are very grateful for you to be on this journey with us.
Yeah.
We are very much enjoying it, learning lots so far and lots more to come.
Deepening our connection, definitely.
Deepening our connection, yeah.
Mm.
Just holding space to talk about this meaningful, important, valuable stuff that not a lot of people set time aside for, so.
Well, we created this channel to do exactly that.
That is one of the primary objectives. How selfish of us. But if you guys are on the ride with us, thank you, welcome.
And I hope that you find this valuable.
This is great.
This is so great.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. So today's.
Oh no, we ended our last video and we didn't tell you what the next video was, so
right.
Just to leave you
element
in
of
suspense.
Surprise. Yeah. Disclaimer: we didn't know what it was going to be.
Disclaimer.
Whoops. Oh well. If you guys are watching this, you're here, so.
Thank you.
It worked.
And it worked. The suspense worked.
Yeah. We're here together in the same space for another one, making the most of us spending some time together, and it's been very good.
Yeah. So the subject of this video is healing.
Healing.
Yeah.
Healing, because we didn't get to that yet. Yeah.
No. So leave you on the suspense.
Sorry. 2 minutes in, we haven't even told you yet. My God, the nerve on those folks. Yeah, healing. So I think that most, if not all people, at some point in their life will embark on what we call the healing journey or a healing journey. For you, what is that? What's that?
It can be so many different things.
I know.
So many things can be healing. Just to give somebody a hug in the right time can be extremely healing. To tell somebody that you forgive them for anything that they've done to you or anything that you think they did to you is healing. Letting go of something that no longer serves you is healing. Bringing in somebody or people or just opening up your heart to new people that make you feel good, that is healing. I could go on and on and on and on and on. It's
a very long list.
It's a very long list, and healing does not mean that you have to be sick, like physically sick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we do get healings from that as well, but so much healing but so much healing does happen more often than we actually think on an emotional level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for me, that's healing. Yeah. I've done I mentioned a pretty detailed list, grocery list, no? But yeah, for me that's what it is. What do you have to add?
Yeah, I mean, those are all things that I agree with, that I believe. I guess for me, like the healing journey or just healing, it's, for me, comes down to becoming aware that you need healing. Just accepting where you're at.
And we all do.
Yeah, at your emotional level, mental level, all the levels.
All the levels.
All the levels, I'm not bringing up down. Just having that acceptance, and when you know where you stand, you can start to look forward, and I think that is what you would say is the start.
Put the pedal to the metal and move
pedal
forward.
to the metal and embark on your healing journey, you know, and just start moving forward with the intent and to start feeling better. Let go of old patterns, of old habits, trauma that you've experienced throughout your life.
That sometimes you don't even know it's there.
Yeah, emotional baggage, you know.
That you don't even know it's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. But, you know, just becoming aware of those things and aiming to move forward one step at a time and addressing all those things as they come. Because I don't think most of the time it hits you all at once in the face really hard. I think it's like kind of gradual, and you just boom, like a big pie. We're both getting tired. This is getting weird. But yeah, you know, and to just acknowledge where you're at and aim to become a better person for yourself, for others, a more wholesome person. Wholesome. Yeah.
I'm gonna underline again.
Wholesome.
Not wholesome.
Oh.
No.
Darn.
2 words this time. Well, they were 2 words last video too, but feeling good. And I think that is it's a very important thing to pay attention to, because any healing that we start or that we want to embark, it's always to feel good, feel better.
Always aiming to feel better.
Yeah. So regardless if it's like physically, because sometimes we have aches and pains and we need healings in those as well to feel better. Emotionally, to let go of things that they don't really serve our highest good. So we need to in order to feel better, feel good. So yeah, I just wanted to underline that.
Yeah. And that's the thing, you know, like it's very, like, obviously there's all kinds of people out there, all kinds of different types of baggages and traumas, and so each person's healing journey is going to look different. Each person's tools that they can utilize to start and continue to heal is going to be different. For us, I mean, I guess we can probably share some of the tools or some of the things or experiences that we've experienced to that's helped us heal and continue to help us heal.
Take it away, my friend.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. So you know,
my friend, my brother.
Well, I mean, like, you know, it ties in. Like Nat was saying, you know, like healing ties in with the goal and the focus of constantly trying to make yourself feel better.
Yeah.
So,
that being said,
for me personally, things that I do to make me feel better are physical activity. Physical activity. There we go. Spending time outside, getting some sunlight, fresh air. Meditation has been very helpful in making me feel calm and peaceful and present and grounded. And just focusing on doing things that make me feel good. Those have been very valuable tools for me. But also
and have been healing. Yeah, go.
Oh no, it's gone.
That's why I stopped. I was like.
But also. Oh yeah.
They're very light clouds in your head. It doesn't take much to push them away. Okay, go.
There's lots of them. Okay, lots of them. But also, for me, not to be intimidated or to feel scared at looking at what can be perceived as darkness or pain or trauma. Not to look at it with fear, but look at it with the intent of letting it go, with the underlying feeling of forgiveness going into it. that has been probably the most beneficial thing for me is just when you look at it, you can just not victimize yourself, not just look at it and be like, okay, so that was, I'm not sure exactly how I'm trying to say this, but yeah, very thin clouds at this point, unfortunately.
There was no breeze at all. They just kind of went away by themselves.
They just dissipated like fog.
Well, I can kind of.
Yeah, please pick up my pieces.
I can follow you in your trail. For me, it's. I have 3 principles that I try to live my life by, and that I teach and I coach people with. Is to give yourself compassion, forgive yourself, forgiveness, and the third one is which leads or follows the 2 first one, is love. Give yourself love and be gentle with yourself. So, and for me, those 3 things have been extremely healing, both physically and emotionally and mentally.
Mm-hmm.
So all of those together, it allowed me to free myself from a lot of stuff that I either was taking on as, like, it can be responsibilities that weren't mine, or it can be just thoughts that weren't mine either, or that would just come in, or like just, yeah, so just being, and I was extremely hard on myself. It's something that I was able to kind of heal myself from and not be as hard on myself, by giving myself compassion.
Mm-hmm.
So that for me has been the biggest transformation and the biggest healing so far, is adopting those 3 principles into my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And when I mean physically is when I learn to love myself as I am, and like as with like my personality, and but also my physical parts. Some physical aches actually went away.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that can be a whole other topic on its own, but you know, like the physical body and the emotional body and the psychological aspects, they're all very, very deeply intertwined, and they all have
they can all influence each other.
Yeah, they all affect each other,
yeah,
in pretty direct ways. You know, like things as simple as adjusting your posture and making yourself smile, even if you don't feel like it, will make you feel better. You know, walking with your head up and like, you know, like this, exactly like this.
How are you feeling right now, Pat?
Oh, I feel great. But really though, like things that you do physically do have effects on your emotional state.
Yeah.
And that can be healing if you choose to do things that will have positive impacts on your emotional and mental states. And that's the thing, you know, healing doesn't have to be this huge kind of dreadful and I'm looking for a very specific word right now.
Journey, path, road.
Daunting. There it is.
I wasn't on the same path as you.
No, well, daunting journey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were just a step ahead, a step too far. Yeah, it doesn't have to be like this whole super difficult, challenging, like trigger-filled kind of experience. It can be as gentle, as mellow, and as positive and loving as you want it to be.
You make it to be.
As you make it to be, because you, I think, have control.
We have control.
We have control.
I'm just a parrot.
Just put emphasis on that stuff because it's important. Just driving the point. Just repeat it a few times. But really though, we do have control in how we experience that healing.
Yeah.
And I think those are three very, very good things to focus on that you just spoke about. Being gentle with yourself, loving yourself, and forgive yourself.
Very important.
Yeah, we've touched upon loving yourself, self-love, self-acceptance, that stuff before.
Yeah.
So quick plug here, if you haven't seen that video, go and watch that
Go
video. Go right back.
Our next video is going to be about forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
Yes. And how important it is, how forgiveness has played in our life, how we saw some events or in our changes in ourselves by forgiving ourselves or
Forgiving
others.
Yeah.
Or situations or whatever. So we'll talk about that in our next video.
Yes.
So thanks. Thanks.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much for watching.
Yes. Thanks for sticking through it with us. We're both gonna go to bed after this.
Yep. And if you have any comments, questions, please feel free to send it our way.
Hopefully you enjoyed these videos with us in the same room.
Yeah.
We've definitely enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah. We'll try to make it happen as much as possible.
Yeah, with life circumstances, but it's okay.
Because we decide.
So thank you. Keep smiling and keep being awesome.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye.
Go.